Hey guys, I come back from my doctor's appointment and I decided to take a stop in my local scrapyard, which is basically 5 minutes from my house. It's Haverhill Steel, and you poke in and they'll sell stuff that's, you know, other people drop off. I've gotten a lot of the stuff you see on my channel has actually kind of come from there, even the stuff that I build my bikes out of. But go-karts, mini bikes, mopeds, tooling. I've read a lot of stuff throughout the years. Problem is, it becomes addicting and you start buying a lot of stuff, and unfortunately today was no different, or fortunately, all depends on how you want to look at it. So we're going to pull up on it right now and I'll show you what I'm in the process of buying, just because it was there and it was calling me out. So it's usually a little bit of a cluster to try to get in here. Let's go in the out. Do not enter. This means you. Wrong way. Don't do it again. Alright. See that yellow thing in the middle of the yard? Make sure that they know I'm here before they smash into the back of me. That's the puppy right there, that thing. That's one of those lifts. Yeah, one of those. So I'll turn you back on. And I thought the Bridgeport was scary. That thing is top heavy. Well, that's what it looks like while it's here. Hopefully it makes it home and isn't a part of the road and I'm on the news. So far so good. Over the bumps, it gets me worried though. I have two of the outriggers just out away from the body a little bit and cranked down, so it is wider than the wheels it's sitting on. But we don't have that far to go. I wish it was a little shorter. I could practically get it in the welding trailer. Make for a nice one-stop shop for anything I need to do. I have my own lift capacity to go with me. I don't know how heavy it is. I want to say it's going to be 1,000 pounds. That's a guess. I can feel it in the truck, let's put it that way. So a couple of you guys want to come over and help me lift this out of the back of my truck? I didn't figure this part out. It's so tippy. I'm leery about trying to roll it out of the bed of the truck in any fashion. And you know, the worst case scenario, you know, I'm more concerned about damaging my truck than it. I think if it falls over, I don't think we're going to hurt it much. It's already gotten pushed around at the scrapyard because they were getting ready to throw it in one of the trailers. So that gray part flips up and that becomes the cage. And those are the stairs going up to the cage. You can see where it's been hit and pushed. What I probably should have done was, while I was there to get the fork truck, I probably should have put it in my truck, maybe laying down. I'm not sure about that either. So I think probably what my best bet will be to do is, I got a little bit of a raise in the earth. I know the wind's gonna get you. Right there, my property kind of goes up a little bit. We'll see how close we get. Maybe we'll try to make some kind of steel, something coming off the back of the truck, and hope that my tailgate holds up. Hope. Hmm. That. Go right off the other edge. Down, I say. What it's got little pins you can lock the wheels. So the wheels are locked in that position, and you pull that pin out, then you can rotate them. So I'm going to disconnect all this stuff, get the truck out here, and see if I can spin it this way. And then we'll work our way down the back of the trailer. And I get the loader on the front, so we might even be able to just get it so close and then tip it. That's the plan anyway. I'm not sure about trying to use the ramps. I don't know if the ramps will be a help or a hindrance, but I'll worry about that after we get all this crap out of the way. I say we at least drive it off the wood and we'll get another 4 inches closer to the ground. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. Getting wind on this video. It's real windy today. So I thought, what I think I'm going to go do now is I'm probably going to pull the pins on the 2 front wheels. We'll let the 2 front rotate around and see if I could start rolling it back more toward the trailer. Once I turn it, I'm going to take all the outriggers and we'll stick them out in case it does go to tip. It'll save itself. So here's the battle plan. And the center's got mesh on it, so I ended up putting a piece of plywood under there. But I'm hoping we could just kind of transition by letting me winch that sucker down. And it'll go all the way down to the ground, or close to it. Just not sure how much I have on that lead of the winch. So I'm gonna go prop you up in the back of the truck. And hopefully this will go a little faster, because that winch is a different type. I think we got it. Down, I say. Back on Earth, it is. So it's up here by the garage. When it's on the ground, it rolls real easy. It's not hard to move it around at all. So that part's great. When we get those straps out of the way, we're gonna put those outriggers down. And for shits and giggles, we're gonna go hook a battery pack up to it. In worst case scenario, we're just gonna jump the solenoid for the pump and bypass all the safeties, and we'll see if it will work. See if it'll work. See what we got. So I got a jumper pack on there. One of the that outrigger, the leg took a hit, so it wasn't able to spin down. So there's a 2x4 underneath it. But what we should get, I think, is like 4 green lights. It's got a micro switch on each leg, and you should get each one of these to light up, meaning that there's each leg is seeing a load. Let's see what happens. Boom! Push to test. What am I pushing that? There's nothing there to push. So I had a battery charger of some sort, it was probably sitting right there, and then the batteries. You gotta hold that and push that. Let's go set you guys up. Up, you gotta hold it, the button, then it's got an e-stop. There, e-stop's off. Nothing. It's not. I'm sure it's not seeing the safeties. So I wonder if we can just go across that solenoid. Now I'm sure I gotta latch it so that the fluid will go up into the hydraulics too. Let's go make sure the dump's not on. Counterclockwise would be lowering it. That'd be open. That'd be closed. I don't know what I need to go see to go make this guy get energized. That's going to be the one that's going to allow the fluid to go up, and then probably you release it and it gets dumped. So let's see what they're coming off of. They're coming off of that switch. One of them's got to be 12 volts. And one side's got to be ground. So I gotta go get my little test light out. We're gonna go probe. What's this guy right here? That guy is ground. So I would say that's 12 volts. And what's the green? I don't know what the green is. So this needs to see 12 volts on it. So let me get a jumper from here to here, and then we'll try doing it again, see if anything happens. Alright, I got 12 volts on that solenoid. It kind of drew current too, such a good sign, like it could pull itself in. There we go. Let me set you guys up back here. And I'll look at my thing. Over here. it's got more to go, but I'm afraid. Holy high chair. How the hell is that for 120 bucks? Just got to get the safeties and stuff. There was more legs that were there. I'm gonna go back and see if I can go get one more of the legs. But that's got to be, I don't know how high that is. That's got to be, it's got to be able to do 25 feet. How much more do I have in each segment? What's it used to? The first section is hydraulic. I'm trying to figure out why it has a cable run for each one also. I don't know what this does. There's no real tension on it. Yeah, these are the chains that are taking all the load. Try to keep the sun out of your eyes. Yeesh. Oh look, I got green lights. You got green lights. I know the wire that, oh, I bet you have green lights because they got the jumper on it. I bet you if I take the jumper off, it'll go out. Nope, they stayed lit. So how cool is that? Other than the basket's a little busted up from them moving it around, and it took a hit right here, but that's not terrible either. Bash into that with the Kubota too. Wow, that's awesome. Scary, but it's awesome. Stable. So essentially shove a car battery in it and fix that wire. I think we got something pretty cool. Alright. So it's got a manual dump right there, which I'm gonna have to use because I can't reach that controller. See the wire hanging off the controller? I don't know if you can see it or not. See how it's frayed. Where is it? About the middle there, a little frayage, so I'm sure that's an issue in itself right there. It's hiding behind the branch. Anyway, all right, let me zoom out, and we'll open the dump valve up. Now this is supposed to let the fluid back down manually, or I think you work the switch and then this solenoid would get powered up and kind of do the same. Please come down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The knob came off the switch. Push and turn red knob counterclockwise, so push. I think I gotta tighten the knob up on the, yeah, I gotta tighten the knob up on the shaft. Or, I wonder if I could just do the same I did with going up. I could run the jumper. Let's see, I ran the jumper to the one that's not ground. That one's, that's ground, that's hot. So I should be able to put a hot wire on that guy, and it should pull the valve in, allowing it to dump back down. There we go. There we go. I'm too paranoid to go up in it the way it is. I'm home alone. So Here's where I was talking about where I know it took a hit on the wire. And the rest of this supposed to go up and down inside there, and that needs to be squeezed back out again too. Sure that wire's off, it's not going to do anything. So I'm going to go screw with it a little bit more without the camera being on, but how cool is that? Tug on that cage, straighten that out. I mean, that thing's $1,000 all said and done, at least, right? So that's supposed to be attached to this rail, but I ain't going to go up too high, but I'm going to go up a little. Feel the play in the basket. So hopefully down works or I'm screwed. Alright. So that's that. That is a functioning unit. The only thing I can say that I'm not that crazy about is the fact that you have to go up a flight of stairs already to get into the basket. But for what I paid for it, I can't get picky. The one that I borrowed off a friend of mine, it would come right down to the ground. It kind of like, the basket was kind of like in front of the section here, so it kind of like hung on the mast and went up with it. Okay, so I think this is probably going to be a long enough video on this guy, but I figured I'd show you what I got. I don't know. Now I got to paint the house.